How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to my A through Z playthrough for Heroes of the Storm. Today we have landed upon one of the more recent supports that was added to the game, Alexei Stukov from the StarCraft universe. And he hasn't really gone through any massive changes since he's come out. The only notable change that I can remember that I know of with Stukov was that when he first came out, he had a talent, he still does, this called Vigorous Uptake. And basically, this was how you got your high healing output out of Stukov. What Stukov is able to do is he can spread this icon over the head of your entire team, which heals for a tiny bit, but then you can use your trait called Bio Kill Switch in order to be able to do a bunch of burst healing to whoever has that icon. Along with this weighted pustule, though I don't use it very often, where it can be able to implement a slow as well as some damage over time, but it's very, very minimal. What Stukov is basically strong at is he can do this burst healing spread for your entire team, along with this, his E, Lurking Arm, which is a big silence on the ground, which for certain heroes can just be devastating. He has two ults, neither of which do any healing. They're about crowd control, knocking enemies away from his team or himself. So the only real massive change that happened was when he first came out, this talent, which would increase the healing Bio Kill Switch would do, it was like an ancestral healing from Rhaegar, but on his entire team. And keep in mind, the cooldown on Bio Kill Switch is 16 seconds. So you're talking about every 16 seconds, you could have an ancestral healing for your entire team. It was incredibly strong. So Blizzard reeled it back in, where Stukov is still considered one of the top supports in the game right now because of his healing. If you're able to manage the spreading of it and the timing of your Bio Kill Switch well. But of course, his Lurking Arm is so strong and so devastating to various different characters. He's, in a pretty good spot. Massive Shove was the one ult that got a lot of attention because of the fact that it was on a 20-second cooldown, but also you could be able to theoretically shove one character from one end of the map to the other, given that there was no obstacles in the way. This was shown in the spotlight video. So I think he's in a pretty good spot right now. There's a typical build for him these days, which is pretty much Growing Infestation, Vigorous Uptake, within my reach, increasing the range, which can be really strong against other heroes like Sergeant Hammer. Massive Shove is usually the more popular of the ults, mainly because his level 20 tier is awful, and Push Comes to Shove is like the only decent one, by general opinion, I believe. I believe usually Lingering Spines has been probably the more popular one, but I have found actually Reactive Ballista Spores has been can be pretty good if you want to just be able to get an instant cooldown on your Bio Kill Switch. Plus, the idea of spreading a bunch of weighted pustules to all nearby enemies and be able to get a slow on them is pretty nice when you think about it. It's just kind of an automatic thing. It has a 10-second cooldown. It's pretty cool when you think about it. And I find that to be a bit more helpful, especially if I want to get a Bio Kill Switch going instead of Lingering Spines. And at 16, Pox Populi. Oh, that was something that changed. It used to be Pox Populi here would just keep the healing pathogen on yourself. Just keep it going. But instead, they made it where it sets the duration to just 3 seconds. So they tried to reel in some of his healing. Some thought it was a bit too overpowered. But he's still in a pretty good spot, and we'll see how it goes today. Okay, so today we're going to be playing on Brax's Holdout. And, well, the friendly team is Stukov, Diablo, Li Ming, Abathur, and Phoenix versus Azmodan, Rhaegar, Genji, the Butcher, and Stitches. That's a scary comp. I think so. And the fact that we have an Abathur, that's going to hurt my stacks for my Vigorous Uptake talent. As I said, we're going to go with Growing Infestation at level 1, which is going to expand the area of my silence by 50% over 2.5 seconds, but the cooldown is increased by 4 seconds. So it's a way to be able to counter that. I better get going down there. I just realized that we were already underway. Of course, Phoenix is going to be our solo laner. And our Diablo died because... Oh, never mind. Oh, I was able to get in there and be able to actually give him a bit of healing so he could stay alive. Woo! I was worried that my explanation of my talent was going to cost him his life. But as you can see, right now, the healing from Bio Kill Switch is not that great at all. Alright. Put that silence in there. I was trying to save him, but unfortunately does not save him. But it may... Well, it does result in Rhaegar dying. I don't know what our Li Ming is doing when they have a Butcher and a Genji. Oh, my goodness. Woo! And, of course, characters like Stitches can be able to ruin my... You know, that's the thing about his silence. He stays in place channeling it. And if you have a way to somehow move him from his spot, like, there goes him being able to channel that silence. Like, Stitches can easily ruin my silence here if he hooks me. I'm not sure why exactly he's not doing that. Alright, so I was able to get that on Genji, so he's staying there for the time being. Stukov actually has one of the strongest auto attacks in the game, but it's incredibly slow. Alright, so I kind of messed up on the placement of my silence there. There we go. I don't have healing pathogen on him, so I wouldn't be able to do a burst healing for him. There we go. I'm gonna sippy cup so I can be able to get some more mana. As I said, we're gonna go vigorous uptake. I need to detonate 50 healing pathogens with Bio Kill Switch, which will increase the healing. Now, as I said, unfortunately, the problem with having a Abathur on our team is that this is going to cause me to accomplish this quest a lot slower. Oh boy. Alright, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Or maybe not. There we go. Put that silence there, try and cut them off from chasing down our Diablo. Unfortunate. Alright, I need to go back and get mana. Unfortunately, we are not doing well with this objective. And they went in there and engaged without me there against 3 or 4 of the enemy team. I don't know what that engagement was about. I get that we were losing the objective, but come on. Good job by our Diablo to put the Butcher up against the tower. Alright, now we gotta go up here. Fortunately, Stukov's silence can be pretty good against this objective here. As you can see, it damages anything that's in the circle, including those monsters. Oh, man, my team was trying so hard to get that Genji. Couldn't do it, though. Alright, there we go. Got a few more stacks. $315 at level 6. That is not a bad auto attack at all. But, as I said, it's incredibly slow. Alright, so we are unfortunately in trouble here. And so as I said, because we, you know, there's no way I'm ever going to get stacks with an Abathur. You know. So I'm going to be much slower at accomplishing this quest. So I may not be able to get decent, strong healing output as I would want to. Alright, level 7, we're going to go with Within My Reach. This is going to drastically, well, maybe not drastically, but look at the range here. That's pretty nice range for my silence. we go. Got the slow. Alright, we're doing pretty well, pretty decently. There we go. Got some stacks there. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to keep our Diablo alive. Actually, it does. We're able to do that to clear the minion wave. Why is Rhaegar wasting his heal on a minion when he has no mana?
I'm healed.
Alright. Oh, that butcher. That butcher. He was pretty hurt. Alright, I am halfway with mana. Thank you, Li Ming, for waiting. Oh, butcher, you ruined my slow. I could have gotten the slow on him.
Health returns.
So they got that, unfortunately. Ugh. Alright. There we go. This is... Man, until we get to level 10, this is going to be rough. I think we'll be able to have a better chance at pulling this off once we get to level 10 because of Abathur. If he goes... I'm assuming he'll go... Ultimate Evolution instead of Monstrosity, but I've made that assumption before. I'm just going to Hearth back, get some more mana. They are in complete control of this map and objective right now. Abathur is way back here, not body soaking. Probably worried about Genji getting him. Or Butcher, or not Butcher, Stitch is hooking him. They are focused on getting the fort. They already have level 10 now. Unfortunately, I missed my slow there. I am now going to... Oh my gosh. Well, they all jumped me. I took Massive Shove. Maybe Flaming Swipe would have been better in that situation, but... Sometimes you want to try and just focus on getting at least one of those heroes out of the fight. So as you can... Oh, okay. So Abathur did take Evolution. He just never used it. Alright, so he's probably focusing more on Hat than his ult, but really our ult would have benefited a lot. How'd he get so hurt? Was Asmo dunking him? So unfortunately this is not going so well.
This can't be happening. The Zerg are bearing down on us. Oh, I'm too smart to die.
Look at all that damage. They did get the boss. They are probably coming right there to cut us off. Or maybe not. Maybe they all went top? Huh. I'm surprised they would do that. Alright, get 4 more stacks there. Ah. But that is damaging that. Or those things. So... there is that. I am saying that a lot. Alright. Because they're pushing with the boss, that's why.
I went into the sciences to avoid this sort of thing.
Alright. Took the boss down. Diablo's only at 37 stacks at the moment. Oh! Sometimes you want to try and hit that perfect shove to shove them right in here, and it's just so great and satisfying when you can pull it off. But it ain't easy. Make sure you're at the right angle, they're at the right angle, that you are able to skill shot it well. I wonder if they're going to try and steal one of our camps. Because I'm not really sure where they are. Of course, when they have a comp with Butcher and Genji, you don't want to go start checking those. Since right now it looks like my team wants to get this, but I am so worried they are going to come over here and try to steal this from us. Alright, gonna go with reactive. Mainly because the idea to me of resetting bio kill switch as well as getting a slow on all of them when I'm below 50% health against... Yep, they stole that camp up there. This Asmo. Oh my gosh, he gorged me. Well, I'm dead. But my shove did get Rhaegar killed. And that is the strength of having massive shove. Or when you're able to pull it off well. Phoenix does have a giant killer, but I don't know if he realizes that. Because that would be super helpful against the Stitches who took Hungry for More. But unfortunately, I think a lot of people don't even realize that Phoenix has giant killer right now. Oh my gosh. This is why you don't... Oh, wow. Pablo, you were caring more about killing Stitches than you were about seeing what we can do about this objective. We need to get this objective. Is the Asthma down here waiting for me? Where's the Asmodan? Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, shoved him out of the way. Away from his ult. Now we have the objective. Phoenix has him on the run. Ugh. Well, that shove didn't do much. And I'm dead. Gosh. Obviously very little healing output, as I said, without being able to complete my quest faster with one less body to put stacks on. You know, it's just my unfortunate luck when it comes to the quick matchmaking. It's like the game knows that I'm trying to record and showcase a character, and it decides to give me a bad matchup to see how you can try and somehow make it work in a bad case scenario. Fortunately, they had to go down there to try and deal with our own wave, so... Oh my goodness. Oh, I shoved Butcher all the way there! And I have been gorged. Well, I'm probably dead now. Oh my gosh. Yep, I'm dead.
Ill-advised.
course, with an Avatar, there's not much in the way to be able to try and somehow peel for me or protect me from that Stitches. You know, I'm not blaming the Avatar or anything. It's just the unfortunate matchmaking is like, it works against our matchup there. And how our character works. Especially against this match. I mean, look at this team. Stitches, Butcher, Genji. Oh, that planet cracker from Phoenix. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. All right. We got the Butcher there, who stayed a little too over-aggressive. With Genji and Butcher down, we need to take advantage of something here. Fortunately, both of our keeps are still up, so we don't have to deal with catapult pressure yet. I'm at 44 stacks. Uh-oh. Man, this Stitches, he is trying so hard to make some big plays here. Pretty sure they cannot go for boss. I'm wondering what our Diablo is waiting for up there. See, that's a pretty nice ability to be able to take camps.
Victory. I'm healed.
47, 50, so we are almost there. This Asmodan is trying so hard to be that solo split pusher for his team. Yep, there we go. Our quest is complete. So now we're able to do a lot more healing when we pop bio kill switch, which, remember, we do get that... Of course... Ugh. Not sure if that was completely necessary, but... Oh, man, Genji blasted straight through my silence. The silence was right there, but apparently he can be able to dash straight through it. So two of them are dead, and yet we are not really able to get the objective, it seems. We should be able to. Oh my gosh, this Stitches. Well, I am dead. Oh my gosh, team, hello. Oh, thank you, Abatha, for the movement speed. I lived! Holy mackerel! Alright, alright. I cannot believe I actually lived through that, but getting that wall down was huge. Look out! Oh no, Li Ming got taken down by Butcher. He's gonna stop the objective. Ugh! Well, that hurts. Fortunately, our Phoenix is pushing there. We are actually closer to 20 than they are. We have a chance to turn this around. It's not over yet. Oh, I messed up my shove. Silence on top of him after he got stunned by the apocalypse. Push comes to shove at level 20. This is going to reduce the cooldown of my massive shove if it makes them go a certain distance. It travels faster if it lasts for more than 1.25 seconds, the cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds, which gives it a 5-second cooldown. Unfortunately, I completely missed that one. Oh, I was hoping he'd move him back into the silence. Alright, well, that's okay. Gotta be careful for that gorge. There we go. Stitches is down. This is it. This could be the wave we use to win the game here. Nice! He suplexed him back into the silence. Shoved Asmodan away. Shoved Genji away. The silence took down the Genji. GG. Woo! Alright, so we actually pulled that off. This Li Ming can't believe we actually won this game. I'll give it to our Diablo. He did really nice. Our Phoenix, of course, did massive damage because Phoenix is still really strong even after his nerf. Not as much healing as I could have done, but as I mentioned, having my quest get finished slower because I had one less body to put Pathogen on hurt that progress. But as you can see, even in a scenario like that, you can still pull it off. So you can see Stukov, really nice spot with a lot of great things in his kit that make him one of the better supports or stronger supports currently in the game right now. As you can see, you're able to do pretty decent damage, especially with your silence. That's your main damage dealer pretty much. The town tune for today: Growing Infestation, Vigorous Uptake, Within My Reach, Massive Shove, Reactive Ballista Spheres, though as I said, the one where it lasts for another 1.5 seconds longer before it stops is pretty good. But I like the whole I like the idea of spreading that plus getting an instant reset on the cooldown of your bio kill switch, which is extremely important. And Pox Populi and Push comes to Shove. And as you were able to see there at the end, I was able to take advantage of that by shoving Asmo and Genji away there towards the end really well. And we were able to actually pull that off. The Abathur I don't think I was expecting to go with this build, but man, am I glad he did, because it really helped me, especially in that scenario where I got gorged and somehow I was able to survive because I was able to take that gate down because of my really strong auto attacks and getting away from that tower and that fort from their range. And because Abathur gave me the movement speed, I was actually able to get out of there. Wow. So as you can see, Stukov right now, I would say, is one of the top supports in the game currently right now. And I've been playing him a lot more recently, and I really like him, especially with that build. So really enjoying Stukov right now. Up next, we are going to be taking a look at a character that I have a lot to say about, but a lot of it has to do with the previous iteration, because she just got a single change that has the community in an uproar, that now she is unplayable, now she's awful, now she can't be played at all. But I will delve more into that next time when we take a look at Sylvanas. Stay tuned.